Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables. It's been a couple months, so you know what time it is. It's time for another book haul because I have a problem. I buy too many books. I keep adding them to my TBR. I did read a good amount of these, so I will say that. But either way, too many books, not enough time, the usual saying goes. Before I get into all the books that I bought or received, I do want to thank the sponsor of this video, Book of the Month. Book of the Month is an online book service for readers. Of course it is. Each month, their team vets hundreds of brand new titles and selects 5 up to 7 of new, upcoming, and sometimes even early release titles for you to choose from. In fact, their entire mission is to help readers discover brand new books that they love and to promote the works of emerging authors. All you have to do is go online to their site. You can see what books they've selected that month. You can select one, maybe more, wink wink, and there you'll have a beautiful blue box shipped right to your door. Like I said, they will have new releases and they'll have early releases sometimes, so you can get them before other people, which makes it like even more cool. But I love the selection they choose. Every month they do a really good job of having a variety of genres. Sometimes there'll be thrillers, sometimes romance, sometimes nonfiction as well. Literary. I love trying to figure out what they pick each month. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, but either way, it's always a really, really good selection. And they've even added audiobooks. So in case you are not a physical book lover, I understand that, you're an audiobook person, they give you the selection to either choose the hardback cover or an audiobook, which is just phenomenal because I know a lot of people love audiobooks, including myself. I'm getting back into it and I love that they are having that option. Please recommend Book of the Month. I think they're an amazing company. I love seeing what books they chose. I'm really excited for the selection this month. And in case you're interested in checking out Book of the Month, this month is the perfect time to do so. Because if you use the code DIAMOND at checkout, you can get your first book for only $5. I highly recommend checking out Book of the Month. I do want to share with you first of the books of the ones I selected for this month. So first up, the cover drew me to this one, and that is Passion Project by London Sperry. I've never read a book by this author, but this cover is so springy, set in New York, beautiful. It says, it's Passion Project finds him sampling photography, tattooing, and even rappelling off skyscrapers. But when secrets surface, Bennett finally has to face the grief that's holding her back. Passion Project is a story of finding a spark and igniting happiness. It sounds adorable and amazing. And the other book I selected, because I just had to, is Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. I read Phantasma last year when Book of the Month released it, and I never heard about it, and I enjoyed it immensely. It's a darker type of romance, not super dark, but it's just a fun kind of twisty book. It's one that's being pitched as kind of like Knives Out meets Ready or Not, which is just phenomenal. So needless to say, I'm very excited to read both of these. So like I said, be sure to check out Book of the Month. I'll leave all the information down below for you to learn about the codes and get your free hat and all that kind of stuff. But again, thank you to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. Now on to all of the other books because there's a lot. So I'm going to start off with the pile that I bought because I buy a lot. And if you think this is a lot now, oh gosh, April, May, and June have so many book releases that my wallet is physically already screaming at me. So sorry in advance for that book haul, and sorry wallet, but I'm not. But either way, I'm just going to grab what I see. First up, of course, Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is the newest Hunger Games prequel book. I've already read it, loved it, 5 out of 5. I did a whole video of me reading it with spoilers and stuff. Highly recommend checking it out. Love this one. Definitely my... Catching Fire is like my ultimate favorite, as a lot of people's favorite, but this might be a strong second, okay? Okay. Games, I decided to splurge and get the new box set because I do have the original covers and they're the ones I originally read many, like over 10 plus years ago. And I was like, you know what? It's time for kind of a refresh, and I'm probably gonna, you know, donate those, but these are just beautiful. I love them. They have this great box, which is not that big of a deal, but I love how they're all just very coordinated and beautiful. They better put out a book like this or I'm gonna be pissed that I spent money on this. I feel like they have to, okay? They did freaking one for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so I feel like they have to do this one. I mean, but either way, like if you're a Hunger Games lover, do I recommend buying this? Yeah, I do, okay? I do. I know. I'm not usually one to get special editions and stuff. I say that, but we'll see again. But sometimes I just have to. Then I brought Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, a book I read in March, enjoyed. It's a book about kind of grief and love. I didn't love it as much as her other book, Ready or Not, but it's still a cute one, and I will say, whoever does her covers, chef's kiss. They're just so like kind of painting on watercolor in a way, but very springy. I enjoyed it immensely. Then I also bought Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. I started listening to this one. I liked it so much. I was like, I have to buy a physical copy of it. My favorite Sally Hepworth book by far. It's about 3 foster care sisters that grew up in a really tumultuous and abusive home, and they're kind of having to revisit it when they're older because a crime has happened there, and it kind of goes back to that time period and then them now. You get to follow each of them. Very haunting. The ending, oh, so friggin' good. Really enjoyed it. And then I had to buy, like I literally had to buy The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is the new, I think it's the 10th year special edition. I don't care. If they do a 20th one, I'll buy the 30th one. I don't care. I will buy it. It is my favorite book. And you know what? It's kind of perfect timing because I lent out my paperback copy of The Nightingale to my sister-in-law a few months ago. And now I'm like, I don't need that back because I got this one now. You know what I'm saying? So it was like an excuse even more so to buy it. It's stunning. The end pages are beautiful. It's got the Eiffel Tower on it. It's just so pretty. This is my favorite book, historical fiction, World War II. I'm sure you've heard about it. Either way, I have it. I love it. I adore it. Some kind of purchases. Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson. I thought this was going to be really good. I have started it and DNF'd it. And by started it, I maybe read 20 pages and I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But basically what drew me to it is she gets people to confess their crimes for a living. She knows that she's hiding a terrible secret. It's time for the truth to come out. She's a podcast. Anonymous callers call in, kind of tell their crimes. And then one day somebody calls in that knows the crime that she committed many, many years ago. I don't know. The reviews are not that great. If you've heard about it, let me know. I don't know if I'm going to fully invested in it or not. Next up, Spells, Strings of Forgotten Things by Brianne Randall. She wrote The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. Like, oh my gosh. I love reading books, but I hate long titles. Like, I understand the need for them sometimes, but sometimes I'm like, this is just a mouthful to say. And both of her books are a mouthful to say. Like, my favorite book is Spells, Strings, and Forgotten Things. You know what I'm saying? My favorite book is The Unside Effects of Heart Effect. It's just a lot, you know? It's a lot. Maybe it's just like a dumb first world problem. Am I the one that suffers from that problem? Let me know. It just is a lot. But I did really enjoy her first book. I'm not going to name it again. This is a witch cursed with sacrificing memories to cast spells must decide how much she's willing to lose to save her town in this thrilling tale of magic, love, and self-discovery. I haven't read it yet. I bought it because I'm going to save it for Halloween because it is the perfect time to read Richie books. So there you go. Wild Side by Elsie Silver. This is her third book in her Rose Hill series, if I'm not mistaken. I have not yet read Wild Eyes. I don't feel really connected to read it, but I really want to read Wild Side because this is all about a fake relationship, which I love. It says she's always dreamed of her wedding day and those dreams never including saying I do to a man she hates. And this series is full of single dads. Each book follows a different single dad. It's about Tabitha and Reese, I believe is his name. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to read it. I really want to read it. I might not read the second one. I don't know. If you've read all 3 books, let me know which one's your favorite, your least favorite. I did like Wild Love. I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's okay. I don't love her books, but I enjoy them. And the last book I bought that I have already read, which I'm happy about, is Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I borrowed this from my library, an ebook, and then I was reading it and I loved it so much. I was like, I have to buy a physical copy, and I love this book. This is a book about kind of climate change, nature, a family that has a lot of secrets, and it's about this family, the Salt family, who lives on this island, and they're the caretakers of it. Seals come there every year to breed, so do penguins, albatrosses, and basically the sea is taken over the island because climate change, and there's a seed bank on this island, so they're having to pack everything up and get ready to leave, and they don't want to leave, and a woman washes up on shore, and they're like, how the crap is she alive, because everywhere around them is very tumultuous sea, and so she has a lot of secrets, they have a lot of secrets. Basically, it says, a novel of breathtaking twists, dizzying beauty, and ferocious love. It's about the impossible choices we make to protect the people we love, even as the world around us disappears. 5 out, I love it. Definitely gonna be on my favorites list by the end of the year. And I do have a big stack of books I was sent by publishers, which I am so immensely grateful for. So thank you so much to all of them. First up, William Amaro sent me a copy of Summer in the City by Alex Asser, which is a new release, and I love this cover. It's got these beautiful end pages on it that have hearts on it. It's got a map in it of New York. It's got this. I know there's like so many special editions in this book. I don't know which one this is, but it's a pretty one. I have already read it. It was cute. It's like a fun summer steamy romance set in New York that I'd recommend. I didn't love it, but it was cute. That's all I'll say about it. Then from HarperCollins, they sent me a finished copy of The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Lori Gilmore, which I still need to read. This is her 4th book in our Dream Harbor series. I don't love this series, but if you're a seasonal reader and just love seasonal books and just cute books, I would recommend it. Obviously, this one's going to be spring, a small town spicy romance, a single dad, I think somebody with a new chef. Something about that, I don't know. Seems cute. I will read it eventually. Ria also so kindly sent me Frederick Bachman's newest book, A Man Called Uwe, which I love, Beartown, which I love. Oh, I don't know anything about this book other than it's a deeply moving tale of 4 teenagers whose friendship creates a bond so powerful that it changes a stranger's life 25 years later. And that's all I want to know about it. I can't wait. This is pretty lengthy, I think. Yeah, over 400 pages. But I love Frederick Bachman. Then Dutton sent me a copy of This Is Not a Game by Kelly Mullen. Oh my gosh. I've been saying how much I love the cover. It's like a cocktail and stuff, but I just now noticed that this is not an olive. It's a skull. And there's, yeah, a key. I don't know. It says 2 unlikely detectives, a killer cocktail suspects. This is a locked room debut with memorable intergenerational relationship and gaming angle. It's kind of like an Agatha Christie book, which I enjoy those so much. So we'll have to see how I feel about this one. When does this one come out? In April, I think. Right? Yeah, April. Well, I need to get myself together. This book so kindly sent me. This book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead, which I don't know if I'm going to read. I have just learned, I started it and I wasn't feeling it immediately. I'm just trying to be a little bit more honest about my DNFs, and that's okay. I think we all have DNFs. It's just how it is. Sometimes they're soft DNFs you'll come back to. Sometimes it's a hard, like, not for me. I have just learned that I don't think Ashley Winstead is the author for me, which is hard to say because one of my favorite mystery thriller books of all time is, oh my gosh, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Another freaking long title. Like, This Book Will Bury Me. In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Like, why? But I love that book so immensely much. That was the first book I read from her, first published. And I've read 3 other books from her since. Didn't love really any of them, so I just don't know. I've also heard this is a true crime book, and it's kind of based on real life true crime, which is kind of, you know, iffy for me, but I don't know. If you know about it, let me know. Should I read it still, or should I just let me know? And from St. Martin's Press, they so kindly sent me an arc of The Sirens by Amelia Hart, which is being released in April, and I'm so excited because this cover. She wrote Wayward, which I read a couple years ago, loved. It was all about, like, kind of witches and magic. This one's about sirens, so I am super excited for this one. I can't wait to buy the finished copy of it because the arc is beautiful, but the finished copy I know is going to be even stunning. I hope they do something with like the hardcover and pages or something because I like they have to. Friends at Berkeley always send me amazing books and I'm so grateful for them. So I will rapid fire through these because I don't know a lot about them. I have Just Our Luck by Denise Williams, which I read. I have read a couple books from her. This is a lottery ticket plus donuts equals love in the steamy new fake dating romance. It sounds really adorable. Just, they're really cute ones. Then one I think I will read, I don't know if I'll save it for Halloween or not, but it's Fan Service by Rosie Denon. This is Grumpy Meat Sunshine with teeth. And the truth is stranger than fan fiction, the sexy paranormal rom-com. Like, it's like a wolf with like a mic and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, so I might have to check it out. Then Jasmine Gilroy's newest book, Flirting Lessons. I have read a lot of her books. They're okay. They're just not for me. I cannot tell you what a single one of them is about because I'll be honest, they're kind of forgettable. Like, that's just how it is. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of hers. Then we have Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. I've read one Beth O'Leary, loved and adored it. Haven't read really a lot since, but this is two strangers find themselves stranded at sea together in this epic love story. And then it says, what if you were lost at sea with your one-night stand? So I might have to check this one out. And the cover is freaking stunning. And then lastly, I have Jane and Dan at the End of the World by Colleen Oakley, which I have read a couple of books by her before, enjoyed. So I don't know. It says date night goes off the rails in this hilarious, insightful take on midlife and marriage when one unhappy couple finds themselves at the heart of a crime in progress. Okay, kind of sounds like Game Night, that movie, if you've seen it. I don't know. Or Date Night, another movie that I enjoy. So I'll have to see. I have all the books. I have a lot of books I need to read still, but I have read some of these, so I feel good about that. So let me know if you've read any of these. Which ones should I start with? Which one should I just say goodbye to? Let me know. I would love to know your thoughts, and I do need your opinions. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.